kids, welcome back. This is part 2 of the last bedtime story we're working on, which was the Twilight review. So, as far as continuing, say it right and get it.
Vampire.
For those of you that's from the movie. So we're leaving off about the fact that we had just gone through the family and everything.
Yeah,
so,
we're like basically summarizing.
And so honestly, kids, just to wrap it up, of course, they get together eventually after shoving her away for as long as he could.
Basically, she finds out he's a vampire after he saves her from the van. So, stop the van! Stop the van! That's a Twilight quote if you want to check that out, which is awesome. And, basically he stops the van. She's like, I love you. I'm in love with you right now. Sorry, I watched the story review today.
Like jeans would have been on the floor if he wanted to be, but...
And,
But that's Kirsten's story. She's just skanky anyway, but...
I don't like her. I like Twilight, but I don't like her.
By the way, that's something that I've actually talked to a couple of my girlfriends about. That made me sound really gay, but anyways, that's something I've talked to people about. And a lot of them don't like Kirsten Stewart being Bella. I'm curious, if you guys watch this and you do subscribe to it, please write who you think would be a better Bella. I'm really curious.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I'm really curious to see who you guys think would be a better Bella. Because honestly, off the top of my head, I couldn't think of anyone. But at the same time, I haven't read all 4 books, so I'm sure after I do, which I'm going to, I can actually think of someone better. But for right now, I couldn't think of anyone. But that's something that a lot of Twilighters, that's what you guys call yourselves, right?
Twilighters, vampires,
Yeah.
and colonists.
Yeah. That's what a lot of Twilighters have really criticized, has been the fact that they don't think that she's a great Bella. So I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. But anyways. Yeah.
But anyway, after she finds out he's a vampire, they go into this forest, and I don't know why this happens. I make fun of this movie so much just because I love the books, and I thought the movie was kind of screwed up and janky. But they go into the woods, this ditch school, they're like, hey, I'm Bella, and I'm stupid, so you know what I should do? I should go into the woods where wolves are going to be. Ha ha ha, you get it. So I just walk in the woods, and I'm just going to be like, your skin is pale white, ice cold. You don't eat or drink anything, and you don't go into the sunlight. And it's this whole entire huge, humongous thing where it's like the camera's all paneling around them, so you can see the trees, you can see the forestness, and that's not how it happened in the book. It happens in a cart. And my least favorite quote in the entire book, not in the book, but in the movie, I just have to say this, is like, ask us the most important question, what do we eat? I'm like, we know what you eat! Technically, you don't even eat anything, you just like, and you suck. So, you don't eat, you suck.
Like Kirsten Stewart does for any guy that has $10 and a charm spool pop in their pocket. But anyways, get it? Sorry, I have my handful. But all that to say, Twilight, not a bad movie. Not a great movie, but not bad though. There are definitely some things that definitely doesn't do that the book does, which, if you're a hardcore fan of Twilight, you'll definitely be able to pick this stuff out. Because, I mean, I even talked to some people that are like, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some things.
But there are also some important things that they left out. Like I just said, the revealing of that he's a vampire. It's not that dramatic. It's actually quite subtle. Like, he's in a car and he's like, oh, aren't you concerned about my diet? And she's like, oh, yeah. That's where the part where he's like, oh, we call ourselves vegetarians and stuff. Another thing, I'm trying to think, it's escaping me now. Yeah, I'm lost for words. I can't think of anything else right now. But
all that to say though, at the end, of course, she gets chased by James, the vampire, right?
James is a vampire.
By James, who's the bad vampire, and I gotta say, Ashley Green, Alice, when she breaks his neck, that was like the hottest thing I'd seen in the movie. I was like, oh my god.
She's like,
yeah, just breaks his neck. I was like, oh my god, he's physical. Ah! Like, he's just Ashley.
I looked for a compliment as being a perv and like
Ashley, no, Because honestly, you don't expect it. She's so sweet. She's like, oh, let me pick
She's
daisies.
so Alicey.
Let me pick daisies and put them in your hair for you, and then she just breaks this guy's neck.
Gosh.
It's a really badass 180 that you don't expect. So honestly, even just watching the movie for that, watching the movie just for Ashley Greene is well worth it. And the best scene in the movie being the baseball scene. So.
Oh yeah, everyone I've talked to is like, oh, baseball scene, baseball scene, baseball scene, baseball scene.
But to move away from Twilight, New Moon comes out November, was it 26th?
21st.
So that was that close.
Which is it's exactly a year after Twilight came out. Now, hey, anyone besides me think that that is just a coincidence? I mean, they totally did that on accident, right?
So, New Moon comes out,
They have switched directors, by the way. It used to
okay,
be Catherine Hardwicke. You know that?
I didn't know. But you were criticizing her a lot.
Because I think Catherine Hardwicke is a hardcore heroin smoking, coke snorting hippie freak. I just don't like her. And I know what you're going to say, oh, Beth, but you directed Twilight. At least someone did it. Well, a monkey could have done it and done it better. Except the Twilight scene. That's like seriously all the good thing that you did.
They could have saved some money too and put that more into effects.
Yeah. 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 That's a video for me to do because I will go on forever. But what would you give this movie?
Honestly, for me, if we're going by letter grade, I'd give it a B.
Okay.
I mean, it's not great. There are some dialogue that just made me go, for the love of God.
Like what?
Like the say it right now, that made me cringe. I'm sorry, when he said that, I was like, Jesus
They make
Christ.
fun of it so much.
I mean, that was just, and then, vampire, your skin's so cold. It's like, could you have acted that any worse? It's like, unless there's a blunt in your mouth from smoking weed, then, I mean, everything
Which you'll put an image of in the sidebar, because I saw a picture of her seriously smoking on a pipe. It looked like an expensive pipe, so she obviously is professional at this. So yeah. Oh, one thing I have to say before we get off here. The part where the venom is spreading through her body, does anyone besides me think that she's like having an orgasm while that is happening?
That's the hottest part of the movie, by the way,
That's
guys.
disgusting.
By the way, guys, you can just take those video clips and put them in Photoshop and just put yourself on top of her, and that was
basically.
Yeah, because she's like, don't stop, turn me around, like honestly.
Oh my God.
Like honestly, it's really bad.
It is.
This is like my fifth one, not my fifth one, it's like my fourth one. But honestly, though, kids, it's bad. Like I was watching it, and even I was just like, I'm not a perv half the time, but honestly, even I'm like, okay, you're overplaying it just a little bit.
I still don't even see how this is PG-13. Like, it seemed very safe to me.
See, I don't know. I think if anything, they did that more to give those kids, to make it more edgy, because if they made it PG, it'd be something like, oh, the whole family has to go see it.
That's a good point.
But all I have to say, it's a B movie. It's not bad. It's not great. You know, it's not something that'll go down my greatest movies of all time list, but it's not bad. With all that said, though, we got New Moon coming out. For all you Taylor Lautner fans, all you Team Jacob people, this is your movie, pretty much.
For all you Team Jacob people, F you. F you with something hard and sandpapery.
Like Kirsten Stewart. But honestly, though, this is your guys' movie, because apparently Robert Pattinson is
God.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, he's already done filming all of his parts.
Wow.
He's already done.
He's like the